Hi there guys, so while Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury were fighting, Dillian Whyte and Johnny Nelson were closely watching the fight and they done a reaction video. Now Dillian Whyte was respectful to both fighters. Obviously he's had past experience with both of them, being the WBC mandatory, yet still he hasn't had his opportunity. And he has waited a very long time for that opportunity, but he said the fight should be stopped. When Wilder was getting battered and bruised and there was blood coming from his ear, Dillian Whyte wanted to see no more. He said the ref should have stopped it there and then. And obviously, Dillian Whyte isn't Deontay Wilder's biggest fan, but he knows what it's like to be on the end of a battering like that because Dillian Whyte himself has been stopped by Anthony Joshua. And obviously, as a fighter, he's not going to quit. Deontay Wilder didn't quit. His corner pulled him out, and it was the right decision. But Dillian Whyte believed the ref had every reason to stop the fight because Deontay Wilder was just out of his depth. The golfing class was incredible. It was all Tyson Fury. He won every single round and got 2 knockdowns as well. There were a few more in there, but it was more tangled legs and Deontay Wilder was just unsteady and went down quite easily. And obviously, being 231 pounds, climbing off the canvas each time was going to zap a bit of energy from Deontay Wilder. So repeatedly climbing off the canvas would not have been easy for Deontay Wilder. Now, the fight itself, it was a good fight, very entertaining. Tyson Fury came out and done exactly what he said he was going to do, what he has been training for, 19 stone 3, and he had all the power, all the energy, all the stamina, all the speed that Deontay Wilder just could not cope with, and the golfing class was huge. Tyson Fury was clearly the better man, the better boxer. Maybe Deontay Wilder read into his own hype a little bit too much, that his right hand was just going to get him out of jail every single time. I said it in the build-up to the fight, a puncher will always find someone who can take their power, and because they have neglected the other parts of boxing, the other aspects of boxing, your jab, your movement, your combinations, and that silky skillfulness of boxing that Tyson Fury intuitively grasps, that is something that Deontay Wilder has ignored because he gets the knockout, but eventually you will find someone who can take your power. One example I always use is Nigel Benn against Chris Eubank. Nigel Benn could knock anyone out, but Chris Eubank, he could not. But anyway guys, back on topic. Dillian Whyte did react to this fight alongside Johnny Nelson. Johnny Nelson was obviously behind Tyson Fury. Much as Dillian Whyte was, they were both backing their fellow Briton, and it's nice to see that, it's great. And it's also great to see that Britain has all of the heavyweight world titles. Anthony Joshua owns 4 of them, and Tyson Fury owns that WBC World Heavyweight Championship and the Ring Magazine belt as well. So all of the heavyweight world titles are now in Britain, and not only that, Britain also has the #1 contender in Dillian Whyte. So number 1, number 2, number 3 heavyweights in the world are all British, and what a time it is to be a British fight fan. What an incredible night that was for British boxing. Dillian Whyte has thrown his hat into the mix. He said, me and Fury are going to get it on. That's the fight he wants. He wants to fight Tyson Fury. He wants to fight Anthony Joshua. He'd probably still fight Deontay Wilder. Dillian Whyte wants all of the smoke. What an incredible fight that would be. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte again. We have some great fights coming up in the heavyweight division. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Dillian Whyte has thrown his hat into the mix for that fight with Tyson Fury. And let's remember, he is mandatory to the WBC World Champion, who is now Tyson Fury. He must have his shot next year. Whether that Deontay Wilder rematch happens, the 3rd fight, or whether Undisputed happens, Dillian Whyte will have to have his opportunity next year. And who knows, if Deontay Wilder does not want that rematch, Anthony Joshua is tied up with Kubrat Pulev and Alexander Usyk in the meantime, maybe Dillian Whyte can get his opportunity this year at Tyson Fury. What a great fight that would be. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Drop them in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.